U.S. Agent Responsibilities and Role. This is gonna blow your mind. The role of a U.S. agent for the purpose of FDA registration and compliance might not be what you think. U.S. agents' responsibility is to be the foreign facility's contact for the United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA. They handle questions about imported products and help schedule inspections for foreign establishments. Who needs a U.S. agent? Foreign establishments involved in manufacturing, processing, packing, or holding products regulated by the FDA must appoint a U.S. agent if they plan to market their products in the U.S. This applies to food facilities, medical device manufacturers, drug manufacturers, cosmetic companies, biological product facilities. U.S. agent requirement. Any foreign establishment engaged in the manufacture, preparation, propagation, compounding, or processing of a medical device imported into the United States must identify a United States agent, U.S. agent, for that establishment. The foreign establishment may also, but is not required to, designate its U.S. agent as its official correspondent. Moreover, foreign manufacturers, repackers, relabelers, and control laboratories involved in the manufacture, preparation, propagation, compounding, processing, or testing of human or veterinary drugs and human biological products, including the manufacturers of active pharmaceutical ingredient APIs, must have a U.S. agent. Food facility, supplement facility, and food canning establishment registrations require a U.S. agent as well. Therefore, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration will not confirm a registration, provide a food facility registration, FFR number, an FDA Establishment Identification, FEI number, or provide confirmation of a registration renewal, until a company such as ITB Holdings LLC confirms it has agreed to serve as U.S. agent. The agency will conduct this verification step by sending an email to ITB Holdings LLC. If the FDA does not receive a response to its verification request within 30 calendar days, the registration renewal, update, or cancellation submission will be removed from its database, and a new submission will be required. Key roles and responsibilities of a U.S. agent. Primary point of contact with the FDA. The U.S. agent serves as the domestic communications contact for the FDA on behalf of the foreign establishment. They receive inspection notices, regulatory updates, and compliance correspondence. Assist with registration and listing. Help the foreign company register with the FDA and list products, ensuring timely and accurate submissions. Facilitating FDA inspections. The agent may assist in scheduling and facilitating FDA inspections of the foreign facility, responding to emergency situations. U.S. agent must be available to respond to FDA emergencies, including product recalls or safety alerts, typically 24/7. Ensuring regulatory communication. Ensures that information requests, advisory actions, or compliance notices are promptly relayed to the foreign firm. Maintaining updated records. Ensures that registration and contact information is kept current and accurate in the FDA's database. But here's what they don't do. U.S. agents are not responsible for reporting adverse events under the Medical Device Reporting Regulation or submitting pre-market notification 510(k). When the FDA can't reach the foreign facility directly, the agency can communicate through the U.S. agent. This is treated as if the information was given directly to the foreign establishment. Now let's clear up what U.S. agents are not. They are not commercial agent, customs broker, initial importer, importer of record, FSVP importer, certainly not employees of the U.S. federal government. More than 18,000 FDA employees work in all 50 states and internationally to ensure the safety and effectiveness of human and veterinary medicines, biologics, and medical devices. But an exact, confirmed figure post-layoffs as part of a larger reduction in force within the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, is not readily available. And according to the Customs and Border Protection CBP, there are over 14,000 active licensed customs brokers in the United States. Although both U.S. agents and customs brokers work only for private companies and not the U.S. government, Their roles are different. A U.S. customs broker is a licensed professional or entity authorized by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, to assist importers and exporters in meeting federal requirements for international trade. They serve as intermediaries between businesses and U.S. government agencies to ensure goods are properly cleared at the border and comply with all applicable laws and regulations. Key roles and responsibilities of a U.S. customs broker. Customs clearance. Prepares and submits entry documentation to CBP for imported goods. Classifies goods using the Harmonized Tariff Schedule, HTSUS, to determine applicable duties and taxes. Ensures all permits, licenses, and other regulatory requirements are met before release. Payment of duties and fees. Calculates and pays import duties, taxes, and customs fees on behalf of the importer. Maintains accurate financial records for audit purposes. Compliance with U.S. import laws. Ensures imported goods comply with all relevant laws, including CBP regulations, FDA, USDA, EPA, and DOT requirements. Prevents entry of prohibited or restricted items. Record keeping. Maintains import documentation including invoices, packing lists, bills of lading for at least 5 years as required by CBP. Consulting and advisory services. Advises clients on tariff classification, valuation and country of origin rules, free trade agreements, USMCA, import quotas, anti-dumping duties, and trade remedies. Electronic filing via ACE. Files entries electronically through the Automated Commercial Environment (ACE) system. Coordinates with other partner government agencies, PGAs, through ACE, FDA, USDA, CPSC, handling detentions and seizures. Assists in resolving issues if shipments are held for inspection, detained, or seized by customs or other federal agencies. Who needs a customs broker? Any business or individual importing commercial goods into the U.S. may benefit from a customs broker, especially if the goods are subject to complex regulations or high tariffs. The importer lacks experience with CBP requirements. They want to ensure compliance and risk mitigation. Legal and licensing requirements. Brokers must pass a rigorous exam and background check to obtain a customs broker license from CBP. Licensed customs brokers may operate as individuals, partnerships, associations, or corporations. They must adhere to strict ethical and legal standards or risk license suspension or revocation. Case study. Let's delve into why engaging the services of an FDA consultant and U.S. agent is a strategic investment. With their expertise, guidance, and support, companies can achieve regulatory compliance, expedite market entry, and mitigate risks, thereby positioning themselves for success in one of the world's most stringent regulatory environments. A startup in France ships 10 kilograms of croissants made with unique ingredients to an Amazon warehouse in Chicago. Close to 26 hours later, the owner receives an email from FedEx regarding an FDA hold on the shipment. Who do you think the croissants manufacturer will be dealing with? Well, in this case, 1. FedEx as U.S. customs broker. 2. FDA agent who put the hold on the shipment. 3. U.S. agent, the only one that can help. Do not count on FedEx or FDA's employees, not their role. Here is why. Chances are that the French croissants manufacturer's facility is not registered with the FDA and/or did not file a prior notice before the arrival of the package in the United States. Furthermore, there is no FSVP agent statement of consent in FedEx records. A U.S. agent such as ITB Holdings LLC can assist. But how? 1. Register the French manufacturer's facility with the FDA. 2. File a prior notice on behalf of the French croissants manufacturer. 3. Provide a FSVP agent statement of consent to FedEx. 4. Ask FedEx to submit a request for CBP assigned number using the Importer Identity Form, CBP Form 5106. The reason is simple. The foreign exporter is expected to be the U.S. importer of record, IOR, not the Amazon warehouse. Then, problem solved. The package can finally arrive at the Amazon warehouse after the French croissants manufacturer pays all customs fees and duties. Obviously, there, you have it. Lessons learned. Failure to provide prior notice. Prior notice must be accurate and timely. Delays or errors in filing prior notice can trigger automatic detention. FSVP compliance is mandatory. What is an FSVP agent statement of consent? An FSVP agent statement of consent is a formal written declaration by a U.S. agent accepting responsibility for ensuring the foreign supplier complies with FDA food safety standards under the Foreign Supplier Verification Program. It is required when the importer is located outside the United States or when the FDA requests it during review of the entry. Using a U.S. agent and customs broker helps. Early compliance support can prevent costly detentions and refusals. So, manufacturers, exporters, importers, distributors, stay clear on what your U.S. agent can and cannot do for you or your organization. And always, ensure you have the right team handling your regulatory needs. Working with a knowledgeable U.S. agent and customs broker can help ensure your paperwork is in order, and your shipment complies with FDA regulations. These professionals can also assist with communication in the event of a detention. Is your company manufacturing, exporting, or importing FDA-regulated products? Contact ITB Holdings LLC at www.itbholdingsllc.com. Use the free live support chat available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, including in foreign languages, for your convenience. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights and updates. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release new content. Until next time, stay safe, stay compliant, and stay tuned. See you next week.